Hello, what is up? Captain Rayhab here, come back at you with another episode of the Minecraft. Wait a minute, no, this isn't the Let's Play. Um, I finally did it. I've went ahead and created the realms. I got my account all set up, and yeah. So what I'm gonna do with this series is I'm kind of wanting to do this one as like a step-by-step tutorial. I've kind of realized that none of my friends that I know, nobody I know personally, has any idea how to play Minecraft. And trying to explain it to them over the mic while I'm playing with them and I'm trying to survive those first couple of days in a world or whatnot is extremely aggravating. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever dealt with that. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. And since Minecraft doesn't have a tutorial world on consoles anymore, I kind of, this is the spawn area, right, where you spawn. And as you can see, it says this is the rules. So in there will be a book for you to grab. But over here, experienced players this way, grab rule book first, right? So they'll just come over here and grab a book out of here and then they can take off. Um, Over here, this is for the beginners. You know, beginners this way for tutorial. And so I've kind of set up a little area just to kind of get them started on kind of some of the functions of the game. So we're going to start off, I guess we're going to go ahead and grab our rule book. We can go ahead and check this out. It's pretty simple rules. Server island, everybody has these same ones, right? But this is the copy of theirs, and I want everybody to have a copy. So if you lose it, I'll just make you another one, and so on, right? But number one, Spawn Island is for community purposes only. So like, I don't want you setting up your base on this Spawn Island. Number two, no griefing. Number three, no stealing. Number four, no cheats. Number five, no duplication glitches, right? Number six, be respectful. Number seven, no racism. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to go ahead and go through this as if I kind of just know from experience what controls are, right? So beginners, this way for tutorial, right? It says, starting off, it's going to tell you what the triggers do. It says interact button, that's how you interact with items, right? Is your left trigger or right mouse click, right? Um, then it says follow the path to the left and chop down the tree. Then it says attack button is right trigger or left mouse. And then it breaks it down even more for you just because I got some friends that I'll tell them these things and they'll go up and they'll just punch the tree and wonder why the tree isn't breaking, right? A lot of people probably do that as well, but then, I mean, I guess eventually you kind of learn, like, oh, maybe if I hold it, it'll work, right? But instead, I just explain it for them right off the bat. So it says hold the attack button until the block breaks. Must break all logs or the leaves will stay floating. The leaves break on their own after log removal and drop saplings of that type of tree, which you use to replant a new tree. And then I basically got some little rules like always replant, always remove all logs, no floating trees, right? We're hashtag team trees here. We'll come up to this tree, and it basically says after chopping down the tree, interact with the chest and take a sapling, then plant the sapling, right? So we'll go ahead and chop this tree down. Alright, so I've got all of the logs. I went ahead and got the one up top, right? I didn't have to break that leaf. Now this chest, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so it does have a sapling. So then I'll just take this sapling and I'll regrow the sapling. Now, usually, like I said, the leaves will despawn on their own. You can break them with your hand, but I think it lowers the chance if you break the leaves yourself on whether or not items drop, right? And then we'll come over here and it says follow the path after planting the sapling. Let's go ahead and we'll follow this path along. Okay, here we go. We got another signboard. This one, it says interact with the gate, enter the farm, then attack the wheat, which will give you wheat and seeds, right? So I'll let them know that it's attack key to break the plants. Interact with the tilled soil with the seeds to replant crops. Can only be planted on tilled soil. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Interact with the tilled soil with the seeds to replant. Crops can only be planted on tilled soil, which is created by having a water source within 5 blocks of dirt. Then you interact with the dirt using a hoe. I think it's 5 blocks. It might be 4. I don't really know. Some crops you plant using the crop itself. You know, like potatoes and carrots. I think is the only. The berry bush. Maybe you plant the berries, right? I'm not sure. All right, we come over here. There's some more signs. It says you can interact with crops using bone meal to force the crops to grow faster. We've got some seeds and bone meal in here. But basically what I'd want you to do is to come in here, harvest all this up. Okay, so I just used the right trigger, or the attack key, to harvest all of that wheat. Now we're going to use the left trigger, or the interact button, to plant the seeds. But I think I need to add in maybe one more sign or something up here, maybe even on the inside, and basically just explain that if you jump on the sealed, basically just a sign that explains that if you jump on the tilled soil, it'll break the tilled soil, turning it back into normal dirt, and then you have to till it again with a hoe. Gonna have to go ahead and explain that. I mean, it's something that they would learn on their own, but with this being like a community tutorial thing, if I let them know, and I might even have like a hoe somewhere, like an item frame that they can grab and do it right, or maybe it'd be in the chest. But yeah, oh yeah, and I need to add in another sign, basically explaining, okay, after you've planted the seeds, follow the path, right? But you come up here and it says, with the wheat in your hand, interact with the cows. So you'll be using your left trigger or the right mouse button, right? So you, with the wheat in your hand, interact with the cows to breed them. Not all animals breed with wheat. After feeding, visit the building to your left. So, I mean, that's to the left, right? So then you'll come over here, you'll read the signs, and these won't mean nothing to you right now, right? But you'll feed all the cows. I've been doing this a lot. I built all of this for some reason in survival. This is a tutorial thing. I guess I could have done it in creative mode and it wouldn't have been like the worst type of cheating, but whatever. I did it and it's done, and I kind of like the way all this looks. So now I've fed them with wheat. Maybe I might need to explain to some people about the heart situation, but I feel like that's self-explanatory. Just go in there, feed them a little bit, and then go on. Alright. So now we're at the building to the left, and it says, take book from chest and interact with it. Follow the steps. So we'll go ahead and I'll take this book. Okay, yeah, the logs will be there for them, but I don't know if they'll necessarily need it. So now we grab this one. It's the crafting guide. Basically, I explained that there's 3 types of crafting in Minecraft, right? I'm going to go ahead and turn these cows down real quick. Okay, hopefully that's quieted them enough. Alright, so it says, take the book, right? Oh yeah, we already did that. So we're going to read the book, and it says, so, I explained the 3 types of crafting. You've got the 2x2 crafting that's in your inventory, and you've got the 3x3 crafting that requires a crafting table, right? If you look in your inventory, you have 2 panels. You've got a panel that has your inventory, which is the panel on the right side, and I'll break this down real simple. I say, you have a panel on the right, that's your inventory. The panel on your left is the crafting table for 2x2. And then I basically explain how, let's say you want to build that item, you hover over that item, and then it'll tell you what you need to craft it, right? Then you come over and you can check on that. You can actually press square, I do believe, on these things. Yeah, okay. And then I explained that if it has like a gray background, that means you actually meet the requirements to craft that item. And then I explained to them, I tell them to use the logs they got from chopping down the tree and turn them into planks. Right? So, and I say, once you get 4 planks, craft a crafting table. And then I tell them, the book also goes along and it'll tell them, oh, come on. See, here it is. Step 1, open your inventory and craft oak planks. Step 2, use the 4 planks you got from your logs and craft a crafting table. Step 3, place the crafting table on the ground. And then I basically explained that the 3x3 crafting system is the exact same as the 2x2 crafting system, except for you must use the crafting table, right? And that's how you get 3x3 items, bigger items to craft. But yeah, so then I basically tell them that, you know, it tells them, and I tell them about the search bar, about how they can search specific items. If they want to build something specifically, they can just search it in the search bar, and then it'll tell them the items that they need to build said item, right? Then basically it goes on to step 4, interact with the crafting table, and I stress them to like learn how it works, right? Kind of mess around with the UI. I broke it down real simple for them. I tell them to craft the sword, the axe, craft all the tools, and then I tell them that the third type of crafting is something we'll get back into later. And I think I even tell them to make sure to return the book to the chest. You use the sword, yeah, I tell them to kill the cows. So then they'll take their sword and they'll attack the cows, right? Get themselves some meat. And after they get their meat, then you'll come down here and there's a mine shaft or whatever. It says you use a combination of the shovel and pickaxe to get below ground, right? You got to use the shovel to clear out the dirt and then the pickaxe to clear out stone. It says you use a combination of shovel and pickaxe to get below ground, or you follow a cave system. The deeper you go, the better materials you find. The middle number in your coordinates is your elevation, right? And then I kind of put this in here. It says coal can be found everywhere. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, especially I know coming in the new update that's not going to be true. But I don't know. And it says coal ore looks like black globs, right? Just globs of stuff in the stone. Iron ore is found from level 64 and down. So then over here I give a description. You know, iron ore is a tannish copper-like splatter. And then, okay, so after you kind of learn a little bit of that, you come over here, and it says coal is used to cook / smelt. Coal is used to cook / smelt items in a furnace. Interact with the furnace and place the coal in the bottom slot and place the iron / cow meat, whatever, in the top slot. After, okay, yeah, then it says, all right, now take the iron and coal from the chest. So you'll just come over here and you'll put coal, chunks of coal in here, and then up here you'll put your food and your iron, right? And then you'll get your items. It says, after receiving your steak and ingots, go through the door. Okay, cool. So we'll come up here, bam. Come up here. Alright, now it is finished, right? You're done. The tutorial's over. It's quick, it's simple, just enough for them to get to where they can start being busy and productive, and leave me the heck alone, right? And then you'll open up, so it'll say, alright, after you come up the ladder, hopefully you notice this chest, right? You come over here and you can read the sign. It says a little something to help get you started. And I've got a full set of leather armor. I've given them a bed. I think, yeah, this is a full stack of bread. All iron tools. You get a furnace, a stack of torches, a stack of coal, a boat, because we are on an island, a stack of logs, and a crafting table. Which you should already have one, but who cares? It's fine if you've got 2. And for me, you know, I'm really, really picky on how I have this stuff set up. Okay, so that was the tutorial, right? So if you are an experienced player, or say you've completed the tutorial and you've been playing for a while, but you're for some reason your bed has been broken and you've died or whatever have you, and you get sent back to spawn, right? You can just come over here, hit this button, go through this doorway. Now, as you can see, there's no way back. Once you come through the door, that's it until you've died. And you come through here, same situation. There's no going back into there, right? So you'll come through here, and then you'll grab your items out of this chest, right? That's kind of the tutorial, and I think that's kind of going to have to do it for this first episode. That was kind of an abrupt ending. As you can see, this is Spawn Island, and there's not really much here other than just the tutorial at the moment. My plans for Spawn Island, I feel like this would be a really cool place for community projects, right? Let's say we'll have some, oh, I'm kind of trapped now. Okay. Kind of like have some mini games and stuff set up, right? Of course, we'll never touch the tutorial spot, but for new people to kind of come in and maybe build like a shop. Maybe they want to sell some items, or they'd like to make a mini game or stuff like that. All that stuff will be dealt with here on Spawn Island. Obviously, it doesn't have to stay my ceiling. I just don't want Spawn Island to really be kind of, well, I don't know. It's kind of even in the rules. Spawn Island isn't a place for you to live, right? So that doesn't mean like no strip mining here, no. Kind of like you could do caving and stuff, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. Most of the caves will probably already be cleared out. For the most part, I'm pretty sure I've already cleared out most of the caves to get all of this stuff. It's a fairly massive island. It's big enough size for us to have good enough times, and since it is a mushroom biome, right? The most dangerous thing we have to worry about are these crazy red cows, which they're not going to hurt you, so you'll be all right. But yeah, there's no food here for you, like no real point in staying here, right? So I don't know. Basically, that's why I give the boat. I kind of want you just kind of hop on a boat, go off in a random direction, find you some land, and I don't know, just claim your spot. Kind of have you a little area going on. I want everybody in the server to have, a real good time. Just kind of coming here to play Minecraft, right? Like, don't think that this is just a server for like non-stop playing with people. Most of the people that I have on the server now don't play Minecraft, and they sure as heck don't play by themselves too often. There are a few of us though, right? And I mean, at any point in time, you can just hop into Discord or, type in the chat. I have commands, as you can see, but oh god, okay. 1 second. Yeah, so you can just go ahead and type into chat and kind of say, hey, what's up? You want to chat? You want to do something together? Maybe you want to build a project together. You want to hang out. Maybe just have somebody to talk to while you're playing the game, whatever have you. But we have here our main Nether Portal, and we do have it linked into the ceiling of the Nether, which is something that I'll go ahead and I'll explain later on in one of my own, and maybe like the next video or maybe 2 videos from now. It's a little bit farther down the list on tutorial things, but that is kind of the main way that we travel here on this server for the time being, just because this island is pretty good distance away from everything. But yeah, you just find a tunnel in there, go down that way, figure out where the coordinates are for your place, and then there you go. Bam, you're ready to go. I think that's kind of it, really. I guess we'll finish this video here. I don't know, this series, it won't be as slow as it was for this tutorial, right? This is just kind of an intro to the series. I do already have a base set up, and I am so excited to show you guys, but that'll probably be in the next episode. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you slap that like button, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.